In this video, we're going to have a look at some potential problems that we can run into whenever we program. So for example, if we have a look at line 3, if we try to store a value of type int, this 2001 is clear to us that is an integer, is a number, it's a whole number. And we try and store it in a variable called year of type string. We should realize that this is going to cause some sort of an error. This is going to cause some sort of a bug whenever we are going to run this program, simply because these types are incompatible. We declare this as a string, we gave it the name, and yet we give it the value 2001. So this is a type int, this here we declared it as a string. So obviously these are not going to be compatible types. If we try and compile this and run it, we're definitely going to run into some errors. Okay, so we're going to get some sort of an error showing this on the screen. These are called runtime errors. So at runtime, it means whenever we try and run our program, the compiler, so the one that compiles and evaluates our code, is going to tell, nope, there is a problem, there is a bug in your code. You're trying to store an integer, so a number, and a variable of type string. This is not possible. So now in the command prompt, here we have the command prompt. If we're going to try and run this command, so javac mess.java, I'm going to press enter on my keyboard. We're going to get an error, incompatible types. Int cannot be compiled into a string, cannot be stored into a string. So an int cannot be stored into a string. Okay, now the next instruction is to change the types of the variables so that they correspond with the type of the assignment values. So for example, year is assigned as 2001, so it should be an int. So year here, we should change this to int. What do you think we should put here, given that we have a string of characters? So a sequence of characters, I should say. So this should be a string because this is a string. This is gonna be a char because we have a single character enclosed in single quotes. So this is supposed to be char. This one, 1.58. This should be of type double. And this, the last one on line 7, has a value of true. And if you remember from our previous lessons, true or false should be of type Boolean. If I'm going to run this now, I'm going to try and use the same command. So javac mess.java. Now we didn't get any errors simply because we have the values stored in the variables declared as a compatible type. So we have an int declared here, the value is an int. We have a string, the value is a string, and so on.